Rural Americans deserve access to the best of what our nation has to offer, especially health care. Across every state and every community, America's rural hospitals are the first line of defense, protecting our families, neighbors, and loved ones. No matter where you live, hospital care doesn't clock out. They're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Each year, America's over 5,000 hospitals care for millions of patients, providing 24/7 emergency care, delivering babies, cancer treatments, and other life-saving care that patients rely on. Behind every one of those patients are doctors, nurses, and caregivers working tirelessly to keep people healthy and safe. Hospitals are our community's lifelines. They employ our neighbors and keep our families healthy. But now, some in Congress are threatening access to care. Tell Congress, protect patient care to keep America strong. Don't cut rural health care.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Moving on here, look at the things Democrats did last night. Dominic Carter here with you, 800-848-9222. Look at the things Democrats did last night during President Trump's State of the Union address. Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib fuels outrage after chanting KKK. Some of you called up last night. I didn't have the details. That's why I didn't want to go with it, because I wasn't sure. But indeed, as you folks often are correct, she chanted KKK during the president's address. Look at Ilhan Omar shouting at the president, "You killed Americans." And leadership from Democrats, what do? They protect their own. Senate Minority Leader Charles Schumer.
What did you think when he asked him to stand?
Bottom line is very simple. We agree we need to protect Americans. He's not. By his reckless ICE agency in Minnesota, 2 Americans were killed. Americans are being pulled out of their cars and beaten. Americans' houses, the doors are being knocked down, without a warrant. And no other police department in America, run by Americans, has done what ICE has done. So yes, we want to protect Americans. He's not doing it, and that's why the American people are against what ICE is doing. So it was legitimate and right not to stand.
So what do Democrats do to poor Schumer? You better be as radical as we are, or you're out. That's the bottom line for any Democrat in America these days. 800-848-9222. A big controversy as it relates to New York City. You want to shovel snow for the city of New York, right? Which is a wonderful thing. But you need several pieces of ID. But to vote, nada, nothing. Now, does that make sense to you folks? During his State of the Union address, President Trump even referenced the socialist mayor of New York City.
And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy, actually. Speak to him a lot. Bad policy, but nice guy. Just said they want people to shovel snow. They got hit hard. Wants them to shovel snow, but if you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a Social Security card. Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good.
So President Trump referencing Mamdani during his State of the Union address. Jake Tapper over at CNN, he actually had the nerve to whine about President Trump calling out the Democrats when the president said, and rightfully so, that leadership, at least the members of Congress and the Senate on the Democrat side, that they are crazy.
What did you think of the president calling Democrats crazy? What did you think? I mean, obviously, that's his DNA, et cetera, okay. But, what is it, a third of the country is Democrats? That doesn't mean they necessarily identify with the Democratic Party or members of Congress, but...
I think if this was 10 years ago, 9 years ago, it would have been an OMG moment. But for Donald Trump, it's baked in, whether it's at the State of the Union or at a campaign rally or on his Truth Social. It does feel a little bit different. I think this is where you're going when you have such an important speech, and it is for the entire country, and it's something that people are used to having a little bit more composure and a little bit decorum. Thank you.
Going back 9 years, I'm thinking back to when I covered Obama at the White House, and President Obama gave a speech one time criticizing Paul Ryan's Medicaid plan or Medicare plan. Paul Ryan was I think he was chairman of the House Budget Committee, and he was in the audience, and Obama was criticizing his plan. And you would have thought that he killed his puppy.
No, but that's
from the reaction.
It's like it's totally different.
Well, here's my question: are we ever going back to normal? Are we ever coming back to a place where you can't just call the other party crazy in the State of the Union address?
Very interesting, Jake Tapper. Tell each side of the story, not just the Democrat spin. That's why CNN ratings are where they are, in the basement, with no sign of ever going north, coming back up.
Every week, the Payne family cuts straight to the real financial story.
The one question, Bob, everyone's asking is, are we in an artificial intelligence bubble? You've been through boom and bust. What do you think?
No hype, no myths. Just what actually matters to your money.
Does feel very similar to what we experienced in the 90s. Where are we, though? Are we in 1995, 1997, 1999?
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.